I'll be Irish for the camera.
You should do that for the video.
Cheers. Sláinte.
What's up, ghouls, gays, and theys?
Ghouls, gays, and theys.
I'm Han,
I'm Bryn.
and this is
Dungeons and Drag Kings.
Dungeons and Drag Kings.
That's what we're going with.
Welcome to our channel. We had the incredible opportunity to go see Evil Dead Rise.
Evil Dead Rise. And we are in the mood to discuss this movie. I have my Necronomicon pillow.
And
we have
there's like an Evil Dead.
Evil Dead blanket. See? And then if you go
That.
over here, that's like the cover. It's made to look like a VHS. It's a cool blanket. As you can tell, I am a fan of the Evil Dead franchise.
Very big fan. And I am a new fan.
Yeah.
A good fan, but a new fan. I can't wait to see Army of Darkness.
Yes.
So I enjoyed the new remake.
Yeah.
It was really good. And I recently watched it for the first time, so going into Evil Dead Rise, that was still fresh in my brain.
Yeah.
Holy cow, you guys. So this is going to be a no spoiler
No
review.
spoilers. We got an advanced screening. We were basically sworn to secrecy. They told us not to give any spoilers out. We can review it, but we are very hush-hush until the movie comes out on April 21st. You do not want to miss this one.
Yeah, no.
You have to see it. For fans of the franchise and newbies alike, I think it's just a really enjoyable film.
And after we do this non-spoiler review, we will unzip our lips for the spoiler review next week.
Yes.
But for now, shall we
Let's
talk
jump
about
into
it?
it.
Let's talk about it.
I'm still hugging my Necronomicon, so I'm
And I've
ready.
got this
And we've got the
blanket.
blanket. So I have to talk about this sweatshirt for a second because I won it.
Yeah.
At the screening. They were doing trivia before the showing.
Bryn's really good at trivia, so they were
I just remember
asking
dumb stuff that just
They were asking about the new weapons
Yeah.
from the originals, and I guess wielded in a unique way in the new film. So you do see quite a bit about this film in the trailer. I will say there's so many surprises still.
That's one of my biggest pet peeves, I would say, especially in horror films, is like when you watch the trailer and it seems like they give everything away or all the best scares are in the trailer. I feel like this trailer, even though it might seem that way, it really doesn't give much away.
You will never see a cheese grater the same way again. I will say
true.
that.
Speaking of cheese graters, I want to point out we got another little goodie. They were giving these out as we were leaving the theater. It says Mom's Leguini.
Leg
Guini. That is a little hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
We should eat these while we're talking.
I want to, let's eat candy from
They don't have candy on Asgard, so I don't know candy.
It's true. Ready? Cheers.
Yes, cheers.
Let's dive into this Leguini. It's good.
Tastes just like leg.
Just like a leg.
Just like Mom's
Leguini.
Leguini.
This film, Evil Dead Rise, directed by Lee Cronin, who wrote and directed the film.
I feel like the director incorporated some of those like shaky camera bits and things like that.
There's a very distinct camera movement in the first two, specifically where the camera is moving through the trees.
Right.
It's a very classic Evil Dead thing. You get a bit of that. There's a little nod. And I will say there are some really fun, no spoilies, you have to go see it, but there are some really fun Easter eggs if you're a fan of the franchise. There's some little hints and nods, and they're fun. I'm not going to spoil any of them because it's too fun to spoil.
Yes.
We have to talk about the opening of this film. It wastes no time.
No.
One of my favorite, I think, moments of this film for sure, probably my favorite title card sequence of any film, horror or otherwise, was when these words came across the screen.
Yeah.
It is such a striking
Chills.
Chills.
I'm thinking about it and I'm getting chills.
Yeah. And I also want to say too, I think it added to our experience because when we went to the theater to see this, we were 3 rows back.
Yeah, so we were just like...
So we were like, we had our chairs reclined as far back as they could go, but it felt like we were immersed in this movie.
On top of us.
And that scene when these words came across the screen, like that close, oh my god, I was just like, I think we just looked at each other.
Such an
like,
experience where we're like, oh my goodness. I also want to weave it into this movie. It's in a new setting that we've never seen before. So the originals, it's always a cabin in the woods. The opening of this movie still has a bit of a cabin in the woods vibe.
Yep.
It's not the same one. It's a different cabin. But it starts off in a similar setting, a familiar setting.
Yeah.
But that's not where we stay for the rest of the film. So
Nope.
we get an entirely new setting. It's set in a city, in an apartment.
In Los Angeles. They set it up to where the main characters, where the main action is taking place, they completely isolate them. So it has that same feeling of the previous films where it's a cabin in the woods. They set it up to where it still feels super isolating for the characters and where the main action is taking place. Really well done. I think that justification too of like moving from the cabin to the apartment, it was great.
Yeah, it's seamless.
Made sense.
Yeah. We get new characters in this movie. Completely new characters. We get children
A child. No.
in this one. The introduction of children.
Which is new for this franchise.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Different.
literally. One of the kids is, like, young. It's like a little girl.
Like,
It's
I would say like 7 or
oh
8.
my God.
The thing about the characters, and we talked about this at length, is like, I feel like they set these characters up so well. They developed these characters so well that you really, really care about them.
You really empathize with them, and you start to go, oh no, I hope nothing bad happens to any of them.
But you know,
knowing what
what
franchise
kind of
it is,
film we're watching.
no one's safe. No one is safe.
No.
And their relationships to each other, like
Yeah.
family dynamic is like
Yeah.
a big theme in this one.
Huge theme. And that's
Yeah.
something that had been used, I think, previously in the films, using family members or things that family members knew about the other family members. The Deadites would kind of use those against the people that they were trying to target
Yeah.
in the franchise. That's not something new. But it's done in a really interesting way in this one, I think. And
Even in the opening scene, I'm realizing
Yeah.
There were cousins.
cousins.
So
Yeah. Runtime was perfect, I have to say.
Yeah.
It never drug. There was never a moment where I was bored. It kicks off right away with that action, and then we go into the new characters, introducing the new things and the new story. The theme of the whole franchise is somebody finds a book, somebody reads an incantation or plays an incantation, and they have the book, and then all of a sudden all hell breaks loose, if you will.
and the way they do it in this one, how they first utter the incantation is really interesting. Again, they're setting it up so that this is like part of a bigger picture, a bigger franchise.
Yeah,
So,
there's so much potential going forward, I think, just from this film and the things that it introduced. Like, I'm so excited to see where they take this.
yeah.
Let's have another piece of Linguini. I want to talk about the items or household appliances. We already talked about the cheese grater, but the different things that were used as weapons in this one,
Oh my gosh.
amazing. I was like, they're gonna go there. As soon as they show the item on the screen, you know. But then, even though you know, it's still shocking and cool. But the way that they use it, it's like, they're setting it up. They like drop a little, it's like Chekhov's gun. They're like placing it there, and then they're like, you're like, oh, I know, they're gonna, and they do.
Yeah.
They don't disappoint.
I think those moments with those key items that are used in really grisly ways as weapons, those are the moments that have stuck with me the last couple days. Like, I keep thinking about those moments the past couple days.
Yeah. If I really love a movie, I'll keep thinking about it for many days after I see it. And we saw this 2 nights ago. By the time we're filming this, I haven't stopped thinking about it since.
Yeah. We get characters wielding similar weapons that the characters do in the originals. We get a chainsaw.
Yep.
We get new weapons.
Shotgun.
We get a shotgun. Also, I love how, like, when the Book of the Dead flips open by itself to a page, it'll show you, like, a preview, an illustration of what you can expect is going to happen with this new demon. Turns to the illustration, you're like, what?
Yeah.
What is that going to be?
Even though you see it again,
Yeah.
you're still surprised when they actually, like, show you what
it's shocking.
Speaking of the Book of the Dead, not spoiling anything, but there are some design elements that are new, and I think specifically surrounding that, there's some cool stuff. Not going to say anything else, but there are some, like, new design things that they've done with maybe familiar objects or...
Yeah. I also want to say that the stakes are higher in this film.
Oh, yeah.
So not just do we have children
A child.
and a family dynamic, that ups the stakes, the characters and the relation to each other, but also the antagonists, the demons, they've kind of upped their game this time.
Well, like in the previous film, the 2013 Evil Dead, they make it very clear that there are certain things that they can do to defeat this evil. The same rules, I will say, this is not a spoiler, the same rules do not apply in this film.
Yeah. So there's new rules.
New rules. One more thing I want to talk about is the gore. The Evil Dead franchise has been known for the gore. There are moments of camp, you know, it's like very over the top. It's always been something that this franchise is known for, especially at the end of Evil Dead 2. It's like Ash is just, you know, head to toe. And even the remake, she's just covered by the end.
I love the like purple and green goo that
the goo. There are some moments here too where they were like had different colored things going on.
That's true.
But I will say that this movie does not disappoint when it comes to the gore. It doesn't feel cheesy. It feels very appropriate, I think.
Yeah.
That's weird to say that gore feels appropriate, but it does.
There's a tattoo gun. There is
our cheese grater.
We say that at the same time. Gore, I would say 10 cheese graters out of 10.
10 cheese graters out of 10 across the board.
Yeah.
Now, I think we should talk ratings. I know, so Han has only seen Evil Dead 2. You've seen the remake, Evil Dead 2013, and you've seen Evil Dead Rise. Now, you already said this is probably your favorite. So how would you rank the ones that you've seen?
Ooh, this is going to be tough. But I would probably rank this one the highest.
Yeah,
and then
that's fair.
And then Evil Dead 2.
Okay.
And then Evil Dead, the new one.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but they're all really good. So, it's not, you know, any...
I don't think there's been a single bad film.
No.
And the cool thing, too, about this franchise is, like, it obviously hinged on Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell. And even though they're not in this one, like, as, you know, Sam Raimi never was, but but Bruce Campbell, he's not, you know, the face, he's not Ash. Like, this franchise hasn't suffered because of that, I don't think.
No. So how would you rank all the films?
This is tough.
Because you've seen them all, so, and you are
I have to hug my Necronomicon.
Yeah.
Listen, I just have to preface this by saying I'm a lover of classic horror.
Yeah.
I love 80s horror specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. Let's say, I mean, Evil Dead 2, I think, is always going to be my baby.
Yeah.
It's my favorite. I love it so much. Now, I normally would say Army of Darkness is 2, because I love that one. Now, I think this is a moment right here. This is a moment, because I think I have to say,
in Deadite history, in all of Deadite history,
I think this one for me is on par with Army of Darkness.
Whoa!
They are completely different films. I will say that much.
Yeah.
But I really think I enjoy them both equally. But it's so hard to rank them because I don't think any of them are bad. They're all so good. Yeah, Evil Dead 2 is always going to be my baby.
Wow.
I think this one's going to be tied with Army of Darkness.
Number
then,
2.
I don't know, I would say the original, probably. And then Evil Dead 2013. That's my ranking.
Okay, so I don't feel too bad about putting the 2013 one last for me too. But it's not because it's bad. It's really great. I loved it.
I have to show off this. Look at how appropriate this notebook is that I have our notes in. I think the last thing I want to say is that this film has such rewatchability. We are 2 days out from seeing it, and I already feel like I want to watch it again.
I want to see it again, yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a gory good time, folks.
Good time. Biggest thanks to Terror Trader, Arizona.
Terror Trader,
Arizona. That allowed us to go to this advanced screening. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening to us talk about the Evil Dead movies. And and we're very excited to start posting long-form video content on this channel. Yeah, just stick around and we'll, I'm sure, review lots of other content. Yeah. We'll probably talk about our favorite movie franchises and shows.
Yes. This is something we've wanted to do for a long time, and we are finally taking these steps to just have this outlet to talk about the things that we love, because this is 90% of our time together.
We just watch things and
literally,
talk about
and we're just talking about media, and we, you know, are both neurodivergent, and we both hyperfixate, and we both have these things that we love, and sometimes they overlap, you know, but I think, like, we're always just talking to each other, like, very passionately, animatedly about media, and so...
So if you like Disney, theater, Marvel, Our Flag Means Death.
Yes.
Star Wars.
Cosplay.
Horror films.
I'm a huge horror fan. I love spooky stories. We've got some fun stuff that is already in the works there.
Yeah.
So we're just we're gonna talk about it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing is off limits, I think,
And
for
we
us.
might even do some things in cosplay and in our drag. So
Yeah.
please stick around.
Yeah. We're both aspiring drag kings.
We are drag kings, too.
We are drag kings. Yeah. I say aspiring because I feel like I'm still learning and growing, and
I mean, same, yeah.
You know, just it's newer for me, but I think we're drag kings.
We're drag kings.
Yeah, we are.
We're drag kings.
We
and you
are
can
drag
be
kings.
too. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Protect trans
folks. Evil Dead Rise. Bloody handprint. Okay.
So, check out our spoiler review next week. All right.
And we're going to be wearing these same outfits because we're going to film it right now. Right now. Because we need to talk about some stuff.
We're going to talk about it right now. Okay.
Holy smokes.
Ghouls.
Until next time.
Ghouls,
gays, and theys. Go see Evil Dead Rise in theaters on April 21st.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lee Cronin. Thank you.